From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Thursday morning. We're tracking the potential for snow this morning in low elevations all the way down to 500 feet. So snow will be in play for places like the Tri-Cities, like in Yakima, where maybe we're seeing some light snowfall for the time being. And we have additional snow that is now clipping the southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla County, a little bit more in Morrow County. But that's one thing we're contending with this morning. Of course, the other thing, something we've contended with for the past couple weeks now, fog. Zero visibility in Pendleton. It's starting to get a little shabby in the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. Just 1 mile of visibility for Snoqualmie Pass. And there is a freezing fog advisory still in place for the foothills of Morrow and Umatilla counties. That runs until 10 this morning. So there is going to be the potential for freezing fog to deposit a low layer of ice on some of those roadways. Could get a little slick. Speaking of how freezing it is, most temperatures are right around freezing for this morning. That's going to bear a lot of relevance as it pertains to accumulating snowfall or maybe even freezing rain. Here's the bottom line for the forecast. The chance for Valley Basin and foothill snow for this morning. Snowy mountain passes for Thursday through Sunday. Not getting inundated with snow, but definitely a little bit snowy. More storm systems into next week. I'll tell you what those are about coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, 2 amendments regarding transgender athletes playing on girls' athletic teams throughout the state are being looked at. We have what the proposed amendments could mean and what student athletes are saying. Plus, Christmas is around the corner, and if you're still holiday gift shopping, we have where you can do all of your shopping in one place. In the city of Mapton's, issues continue with finances still disorganized and now with no police department. And the city's residents are fed up. We hear from them just ahead in this hour. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Thursday, December 12th. We're going to start your top story off with a health alert. The Multicare Memorial Hospital in Yakima says it's noticing a high level of respiratory illnesses within the community. Because of this, the hospital is requesting all patients and visitors wear masks while in the hospitals and clinics. And this is until further notice, and it's to protect patients, staff, and everybody in the area. Staff is also reminding everyone to make sure they're up to date on COVID, flu, and RSV vaccines. In more health news, more than 271,000 Washingtonians have either signed up or renewed their health insurance through Washington Health Plan Finder since November 1st. Open enrollment is currently underway for 2025 with individuals who sign up by December 15th to start coverage on January 1st. And with 5 weeks remaining in open enrollment, these numbers have already exceeded the total for 2024. And those who sign up between December 16th and January 15th will begin on February 1st. And these numbers don't include Washington Apple Health clients. If you haven't signed up yet, you can look for plans at wahealthplanfinder.org. And the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association is considering 2 amendments that would keep transgender athletes from competing in the same division as girls. The governing body for high school sports announced yesterday that it proposed 2 amendments that would make girls' sports limited to students who are assigned female at birth. One of the amendments proposes the creation of a boys' division, a girls' division, and also an open division. It also argues restricting girls' sports to athletes assigned female at birth ensures a level playing field and addresses concerns about potential physical advantages in certain sports. One Eastern Washington student made her voice heard on the issue last month.
A boy who is biologically male but identified as female competed on the girls' team. He performed exceptionally well, beating over half of the competition. While I respect everyone's right to participate in sports, this situation made me question the fairness of competing against someone who had the physical advantages associated with male biology.
Several school districts throughout Washington supported the proposed amendments. This includes districts in Meade, Moses Lake, and Colville. The WIAA will discuss and finalize their decision on the amendments during the Virtual Winter Coalition, which takes place on January 27th. Now, if you're still in need of Christmas presents, we have the perfect shopping opportunity for you coming up this weekend. On Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is the Hanford Holiday Bazaar. More than 140 vendors will be at Hanford High School, and some of this will help benefit the school's broadcasting and filmmaking club.
So for the STN trip, we go to this convention in Florida for STN, and that costs a bit of money, and she lets us do the holiday bazaar, and we get to work that, and that some of that money goes towards our fund for flying on the trip, and it lowers the cost.
Event officials say it's best to park in the south parking lot by the auditorium for the Hanford Holiday Bazaar. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a storage fire last month almost stopped a church from putting on their Christmas play. But in true Christmas miracle fashion, the show is still going on, and we have a behind-the-scenes look at the journey to Bethlehem in just a few minutes. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your weather forecast. Keep it here. We will be right back.
These are real people seeking solutions to real pain.
I have plantar fasciitis.
My feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports. Clinically proven. Significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm not feeling any pain. My heel, that's where I always feel it.
Pressure off your knees?
Yeah, actually. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
'Tis the season of comfort and joy. Celebrate with special holiday pricing throughout the store.
It's a great time to save at Walker's.
Buy like friends and family and shop the gifts you'd love to get with some year-end clearance specials up to 70% off. Plus, take advantage of 5-year special financing with no money down.
And remember, Walker's is where
quality just costs less.
From our family to yours. Merry Christmas!
In a world where every customer wins, only one event will completely change the vehicle shopping experience for Eastern Washington. This is an all-out battle as all McCurley locations compete to provide you with the vehicle you've been waiting for. Hurry in today and save big before the countdown ends.
Get special savings today on a new Mazda during the Season to Move You event.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
The savings continue with Cascade Farm and Outdoors' latest mailer. Find it online or pick up a copy in store. All Wrangler men's jeans are buy one, get one half price. Save $25 on all men's and women's Ariat outerwear. Pick up a Leatherman Signal multi-tool and get a $50 Cascade gift card with purchase. Save $120 on Sports of Field's 24-gun safe. Plus, save $200 on the Pit Boss 1150G Navigator pellet grill. Save more this holiday season at Cascade Farm and Outdoor.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There we go. Wanted to show you what White Pass was looking like for this morning. It's US 12 at White Pass. You can see it is a little slushy. Traction tires are advised. And then we're going to take it over to Oregon 204 at Tollgate. Packed snow here. You do have to carry chains. And by the way, I forgot to put in the winter weather advisory graphic, but there is a winter weather advisory in place for Morrow County, Umatilla County for the foothills. It runs until 7 p.m. this evening. It's not for snow. It's for the potential of freezing rain accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch. I think maybe that's a bit of an aggressive forecast, but if that does pan out, that could certainly make the roads pretty slick. So keep that in mind if you're, specifically if you're traveling over Interstate 84. Here's your day planner for lower elevations. By 8 this morning, still anticipating snow for lower elevations, but by lunchtime, I think the only lowland that could still maybe see some snow by lunchtime will be in the Kittitas Valley. Just a cold rain for the rest of us. And then by 4 p.m., I think Ellensburg joins the rest of us, as it will also be a cold rain there. So for today, it's going to be cold. It's going to be gloomy. We're going to have that chance for lowland snow specifically for this morning. Our highs are going to be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. Winds gusting pushing out of the south and southeast, upwards 20 to 25 miles per hour in the Blue Mountains. And then for tonight, it's looking drier, although some models are indicating some leftover moisture, and that could bode trouble for travel, specifically for lower elevations, as look at these temperatures all below freezing. So I'll time everything out with Futurecast. I'll show you how much rain and snow we're anticipating from the storm system. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. Now, a local church in the Tri-Cities is taking people back in time this weekend. Kennewick Seventh-day Adventist Church is getting ready for their annual Journey to Bethlehem event. Despite multiple essential items going up in flames during a storage unit fire last month, the church decided the show must go on, and this was possible through help from the community. Their event starts today, and it will go on through Sunday from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And the coordinator says all the hard work is worth it once opening night comes.
But once you see the people and the looks on their faces, it's payoff. And then you hear the stories at the end. That, to me, all it takes is one story, and it's been worth it. We've gotten some letters back afterwards and stuff that were, like I say, it just takes one story, and all the work for 4 months, probably 5 months, is worth it.
The event is free and welcome to people of all ages. Their online registration is fully booked, but they will accept walk-ins. And one unique item that attendees will see is a camel. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Elon Musk is back to being the wealthiest person in the world, but he's hit an all-time new record of personal wealth. We have the details after the break.
Christmas is fast approaching, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your family gathering needs. Pick up one of our famous fully cooked spiral hams dripping with our delicious glaze. And don't worry, we also have whole turkeys and whole turkey breasts. Don't forget, Honey Baked Ham makes a perfect holiday gift. Complete your feast with our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard, or call us at 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Leftovers are for quitters. That's why the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. And for a limited time, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. Take up to $500 off Telluride adjustable mattress sets. Plus, save $100 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, any size, any model. Or score 60 months no interest financing and free shipping. But hurry, the extended Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Legends Casino Hotel and Apple Valley News Now present the First Alert Weather 3-degree guarantee. Here's how it works. Every day when Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth correctly predicts the high temp within 3 degrees, $25 is added to the 3-degree guarantee jackpot. If he misses, someone walks away with the money. Enter to win on the contest page at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. The 3-degree guarantee from Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather, and Legends Casino Hotel. Fun is how we roll.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's put this into motion. Futurecast running a little bit behind, but by the time we get to lunchtime and then by the time we get to 4 p.m., snow level is going to be going up. So the best chances for snow in lower elevations is going to be before lunchtime. By 4 p.m., snow levels up around 2,000 feet, so mostly up into the mountains now at this point. By midnight, looking mostly dry. Some models are indicating maybe a few snow showers left over in the basin, also for the foothills and blues, but keep in mind, any moisture that's on the ground is going to freeze overnight, as all of our overnight lows are essentially going to be either at or below freezing. Snow levels, just for good measure, around 1,000 feet by 4 in the morning on Friday. You can see that next round is going to impact us starting by either the late morning to the early afternoon. Then by the late afternoon, snow levels still up around 2,500 feet. Mostly above our valleys, basin, and foothills, and then we'll have additional rounds of rain and snow as we head into Saturday. More on that Saturday, Sunday storm system in just a second, but here's some of the snowfall totals we're anticipating for today and tomorrow. A few inches for our Cascade passes, a little bit less for our Blue Mountain passes, and then less than an inch for the foothills, basin, and valleys. And then in terms of rainfall and melted snowfall, between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for the valleys, basin, foothills, and blues, a little bit more for the Cascades, between 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Then for Saturday and Sunday, snow levels with this storm system between 1,000 and 3,000 feet. Could have a little bit more lowland snow, but again, not much. And then again, just a few inches for our, at least for Cabot Hill and Snoqualmie Pass, a little bit more for Tollgate and for White Pass. And then in terms of rainfall and melted snowfall, not much doing for the valleys or basin, between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for the Blue Foothills, between 1/4 to 1/2 for the Cascades and the Blues. We'll have additional storm systems into Monday and beyond. It's a little too early to make heads or tails of those. So far, they're not looking too entirely impressive. You can see temperatures go up and then they go back down. This is a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Less than an inch of snow for Thursday morning. Slick roads possible Friday morning, then a cold rain for Saturday. In Yakima, a better chance for snow Thursday morning as opposed to Friday, but a chance for icy roads on both Friday and Saturday mornings. In Ellensburg, trace amounts to an inch of snow possible for the next 48 hours, then maybe continuing with freezing rain Saturday morning. In Hermiston, maybe a light coating of snow for this morning. Slick roads possible tomorrow morning, then a cold rain for Saturday. And then in Walla Walla, probably the worst chance for snow will be in the foothills, but we'll have a shot for it at the very least for this morning and for tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Josh. In your business news this morning, the most wealthy man in the world has hit a record milestone. According to Bloomberg, Elon Musk's net worth has ballooned to $400 billion, making him the first person to ever reach that amount of personal wealth. The leap is largely fueled by his rocket company, SpaceX, but he also heads Tesla, the X social media platform, and other companies. And Facebook parent company Meta confirms making a $1 million donation to President-elect Donald Trump's inaugural fund. This comes 2 weeks after Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg met with Trump privately at Mar-a-Lago. It's a big pivot from nearly 4 years ago when Meta banned Trump from its platforms after the January 6th insurrection. And Trump previously accused Zuckerberg of plotting against him in the 2020 election and calling Facebook a, quote, enemy of the people. Zuckerberg also met with members of Trump's team in late November, and officials say he seems to be angling for a role in the incoming administration, one that could involve shaping tech policy. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Selena Gomez is making headlines after revealing a big announcement on social media. We have what it is coming up in your entertainment news after the break.
Umatilla County Fire District No. 1, Eastern Oregon's largest emergency services provider, is hiring paramedics and firefighter EMTs to join our highly trained team of first responders. Excellent pay and benefits with great opportunities for advancement. Apply now at ucfd1.org.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet. repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone, and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
Christmas is fast approaching, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your family gathering needs. Pick up one of our famous fully cooked spiral hams dripping with our delicious glaze. And don't worry, we also have whole turkeys and whole turkey breasts. Don't forget, Honey Baked Ham makes a perfect holiday gift. Complete your feast with our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard, or call us at 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Festive lights from the sky.
We've been putting up Christmas lights from the get-go. It's been a lot of fun. We get a lot of people that come by.
A holiday celebration on Fly the Northwest.
It's always a pleasure to see the cars driving by.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is time for your entertainment news, and it's happy news for one of my favorite celebrities. Selena Gomez is engaged.
The 32-year-old pop star and actress is engaged to record producer and songwriter Benny Blanco.
Gomez posted a close-up photo of her diamond ring on Instagram yesterday with the caption, "Forever begins now."
What a rock. Well, Gomez and Blanco went public with their relationship about a year ago after collaborating on several songs.
You can call Benny Blanco her rock. And Gomez recently earned Golden Globe nominations for her performances in the Hulu drama series called Only Murders in the Building and the Netflix thriller musical Emilia Perez. So it's been a great week for her.
She's been on a good run. Yeah. In September, Gomez became one of the youngest self-made billionaires in the United States, adding on to her good run. And that's according to Bloomberg.
I'm so happy for her. We've seen her go through so much,
yes.
Mental health-wise, physical health-wise. Justin Bieber, yeah, not to mention that. Oh goodness. So I'm elated for her. And speaking of her Golden Globe nominations, the Oscars next year will air on a streaming service for the first time ever.
It will stream live on Hulu at the same time it airs on ABC, and it will be available for rewatching on Hulu the next day.
Both ABC and the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences made the announcement yesterday, and the stream could give the Academy Awards a big boost in viewership since Hulu has 52 million subscribers.
Late night TV legend, and he should still be host of The Tonight Show right now, but Conan O'Brien will host the ceremony. It's his first time as the show's MC.
The 97th Academy Awards will take place at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood on March 2nd, and I can't wait to see Selena Gomez accept her awards on Hulu when it airs.
Yes.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, the City of Mapton's issues have been ongoing for a majority of this year. Finances are still disorganized, and they now have no police department, and the city's residents are fed up and speaking up. Emily Goodell has how they're feeling and a recap on this week's City Council meeting. That's in the next half hour.
At Consumer Reports,
we're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
have 2 options for you to take a look at.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel,
Just watch yourself there. So here, guys, we're going to rip everything down to the stud.
Rebath is with you every step of the way, from design and products to removal and installation.
Okay, what do you guys think?
We handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
At State Fair Park, the lights will glow. A dazzling, twinkling holiday show. The 5th annual Light Festa Drive-Through Delight. Presented by Geetha Credit Union, so merry and bright. From December 12th to the 22nd, a magical journey is to be expected. So get your tickets and join the fun. At State Fair Park for everyone. Not even a Grinch could say bah humbug to this. So visit statefairpark.org for your holiday bliss.
These are real people seeking solutions to real pain.
I have plantar fasciitis.
My feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports. Clinically proven. Significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm not feeling any pain. My heel, that's where I always feel it.
Pressure off your knees?
Yeah, actually. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
A festive flight on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, so people at home are kind of banking on you getting your forecast wrong lately. Why? Tell us about this 3-degree guarantee thing that's going on.
Yes, this is a new contest that we're starting here at Apple Valley News Now, specifically on Good Morning Northwest. Yesterday was day 1, so let's go ahead and take graphics full, and I think I would be able to explain this the best by talking about yesterday's forecast. So I went with the forecast high of 36 degrees. The actual high was 36 degrees. Now with the 3-degree guarantee, with the rules of it, had my forecast been 3 degrees to either side, or had the actual high been 3 degrees to either side of my forecast high, so if it fell within 33 or 39, the jackpot still would have grown to $25, but that's what it did anyway, because, you know, I got it exactly correct. So that was the forecast yesterday for Pasco. Here's the forecast today for Pasco. I'm going with a forecast high of 37 degrees. So that means that if the actual high falls between 34 or 40, then the jackpot is going to grow again. It's going to go up to $50. Now, once I eventually get the forecast wrong, then someone, a viewer at home, is going to win the pot. So if I end up getting this forecast wrong for today, a viewer at home would win the total pot, which is only $25 for right now, so that's kind of a lame jackpot. But to find out more information about this contest, you can go to applevalleynewsnow.com, click on contest, or you can scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Okay, now let's talk about the weather, and there's a lot of it to talk about as we're seeing snow levels all the way down to 500 feet for this morning, so we could be seeing some snowfall in the Yakima Valley. Also looks like snow starting to encroach in the southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla counties. Also, we're continuing with fog. Fog down to zero visibility, or excuse me, visibility down to zero in Pendleton. Also, it's looking pretty shabby in Ellensburg and for Snoqualmie Pass. So in those areas, take it slow, use the low beams. Also, we have a freezing fog advisory in place for the Blue Foothills of Morrow and Umatilla counties, as these temperatures down this way are right around freezing. So that could deposit a little layer of ice on the roadways. Good reason to take it slow. And you would also want to take it slow because the visibility is being reduced. So all of us, again, right around freezing. You'd want to bundle up. I'm personally going with the heavy jacket, not just for this morning, but all throughout the day in the Tri-Cities, as our highs are going to be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. We'll have the chance for lowland snow for this morning. A little bit later today should mostly be a cold rain for lower elevations, but I will take you on, well, I'll show you what our ski resorts are looking like. Also, I'll show you what we're anticipating in terms of climate with the storm system. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now we have an exclusive report in this half hour. It's about a city with financial disarray, also a police department with no police, and a mayor who's told she's not fit for the job. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us after Tuesday night's final meeting of the year, it's clear the citizens of Mabton are fed up.
The truth is that you're not fit for this job.
Take a good look at her, laughing. Yup, everybody sees right through you.
You're just ruining Mabton.
Even when people are crying and pleading to have her step down, she won't do it because she don't give a shit about this city.
Mabton, Washington, a city in crisis. 6 months of reporting, over 20 stories, a fake robbery scheme involving a city employee, a city spending taxpayer money all year without oversight, passing a budget last minute to make it legal. No police left to answer 911 calls. Apple Valley News Now, on your side, speaking directly to the citizens.
Your mayor is not listening to you, and nothing is going to happen until the people of Mabton decide no more and demand the answers that she owes you.
Residents asking why when the mayor demanded access to the police department building Monday to change the locks and the city's only remaining police officer, Ryan Sullivan, refused due to security concerns, turning in his 2 weeks notice. The mayor reportedly told him to get out and hand over everything city issued, including his keys. But the mayor says she doesn't have them.
I don't have the keys.
Citizens concerned over the mayor's potential access to evidence when she's currently under investigation for her part in a fight at a Mabton restaurant.
Ben, any response to how to prevent her from tampering with anything?
Well, I don't know anything about changing locks in this particular situation, but I can't respond.
The mayor says she called the county Monday night, and police department access handed over to the sheriff's office.
Everything that's handed to county is my understanding, because I had to call it in last night. If you let me know I needed to call it in, and I did. And I believe Udell sent an email today, not just to myself, but to everybody involved. So everything that you've stated here tonight is nothing but lies. They're not even. No, it was reported today. Well, you know what? It was lies. Are they lies?
I spoke to sources who confirmed that when Officer Sullivan left, that his keys to the department building were left with Rachel. And I did speak to Udell. I did an interview with him earlier today, and I asked him, have you been contacted by Mabton at all?
We have not.
As of Wednesday afternoon, the sheriff says Mabton still hasn't reached out, and the sheriff's office doesn't have the keys to the Mabton police building or responsibility over securing their evidence room.
We have no idea what happened, who has the keys, who doesn't have the keys. If there's criminal cases that rely on evidence inside that building, I would think that it could be subject to attack from defense if it goes to trial. You have a break right in that security window. That will be hard to defense.
The mayor's solution, hiring a new public safety director / interim police chief.
The city is entering into this based on the need to have officers in place for city protection.
The mayor reportedly speaking with the candidate for weeks when the city never posted a full job description or salary online.
This is an interim employment agreement that would start immediately upon approval.
Salary starting at $77,000 a year, $10,000 more than the previous chief.
For a probationary period until background checks and police fingerprinting and psych evaluations are completed to the city's satisfaction and passed. At that point, the salary will increase to $80,000.
Why are you guys doing a background check after the fact that you hired her?
Because we have no police officers now. We can get in big trouble for not having any police.
So whose fault is that?
The sheriff says their own policy doesn't allow deputies to start work until all those boxes are checked off.
We'll issue a conditional offer, but they're not allowed to fulfill any policing duties until those background checks are completed. I don't know if there's an exception for this situation or not, but I know that all those are completed before we let anybody go out and interact with the public like that.
The new interim chief, Steve Araguz.
He started his journey here in Mabton years ago and was back here when the former mayor was here as well.
His last police job as Granger's chief.
How long have you been unemployed?
For a year.
Why aren't you working for the city of Granger anymore?
Because I was terminated.
Why were you terminated?
Okay, that's enough.
No, it's not.
No, we're not.
No, it's not.
In a lawsuit against the city of Granger, Argus claims the city fired him in retaliation for launching an investigation into another officer accused of sexual assault. In court documents, the city of Granger denies that claim. Now the sheriff's office still available to help at emergencies, but may still need to bill for services.
We're very hopeful that he proceeds, everything works out, and he begins rebuilding the Mapton Police Department. That's a win for everybody. Everybody. And we'll do everything we can to help him.
In the meantime, Mapton's finances still in question. Citizens asking why the city's temporary finance director, Jameson Horner, gets paid $75 an hour and $150 an hour for public meetings she attends over Zoom with her camera off.
I don't know why it was approved.
We had to hire somebody to fix this budget. Otherwise, we'd be a mess in 2025.
But the council refused to pass the 2025 budget at its last meeting of the year, and the mayor still refusing to give the people answers.
I just like to, once again, as I do after...
yell in my chamber.
She's not yelling.
Go ahead,
Emily. I just wanted to invite anyone who wants to speak to me. I'll be right outside.
In Mapton, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. Now, the mayor is still facing 2 recall petitions over her failure to get a preliminary budget to the council on time, both in the appeal process in the state Supreme Court. If you would like to see Emily's previous extensive coverage on this topic, visit our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we are your home to the Seattle Kraken, and though the team didn't win against Florida, a lot of the players have been on a hot streak. Dan Hansen has the player profile of the week, and that's in just a few minutes.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
'Tis the season for big mattress savings during the year-end inventory reduction sale at Walker's.
Find your comfort on a new Beauty Rest Black set. Enjoy with our Hot Buy mattress deals. Or rest in heavenly peace on a Serta iComfort set. Plus, say yes to no money down. No minimum purchase financing for up to 5 years.
Plus, get $300 of additional free furniture with qualifying mattress purchases, making it a season to remember during the year-end reduction sale at Walker's.
Roy Jones Jr. presents another sensational pro boxing card at Legends Casino Hotel on December 12th with Yakima's own undefeated Andrew Murphy. That's right, Murphy is back seeking his 9th professional win. Also, Wenatchee's powerful Devontae McDonald and Wapato's Margarito Hernandez makes a true Central Washington homecoming. Tickets are on sale now and starting at just $40. Purchase online at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends gift shop. Don't miss Andrew Murphy's return to Legends Casino Hotel, Thursday, December 12th. Get your tickets now.
The buying season never ends at Broadmoor RV Superstore. Make this holiday one to remember with a new motorhome, travel trailer, or fifth wheel. Broadmoor RV continues to close out the 2024s to make room for the 25s. Your destination store in Pasco has the top brands in the industry, including Jayco, Montana Fifth Wheels, Coachman, Northwood, and Outdoors RV. Visit our huge campus and let us help you make memories for a lifetime this holiday season. Broadmoor RV Superstore, family owned and operated in Pasco.
Some of this year's best Christmas presents are just too big to fit under the tree, and they sure won't go here. No, some gifts are as big as the great outdoors itself, like the complete line of Echo Power equipment available at Liberty Lawn and Saw. No matter the wish, no matter the job, Echo has a tool to get the job done right, and at a price that won't break the bank. Plus, Echo's long-lasting E-Force battery system quickly swaps from one great product to the next. So stop by Liberty Lawn and Saw in West Richland for the Echo of their dreams.
The savings continue with Cascade Farm and Outdoors' latest mailer. Find it online or pick up a copy in store. All Wrangler men's jeans are buy one, get one half price. Save $25 on all men's and women's Ariat outerwear. Pick up a Leatherman Signal multi-tool and get a $50 Cascade gift card with purchase. Save $120 on Sports of Field's 24-gun safe. Plus, save $200 on the Pit Boss 1150G Navigator pellet grill. Save more this holiday season at Cascade Farm and Outdoor.
Wednesday, December 18th, coming to ABC and Hulu, the biggest holiday event of the year, Jingle Ball. This year, featuring Katy Perry, 21 Pilots, Tate McRae, Meghan Trainor, Teddy Swims, Benson Boone, Gracie Abrams, Shabuzi, and more. iHeartRadio Jingle Ball, Wednesday, December 18th on ABC, and stream next day on Hulu.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're going to go ahead and take you on your ski report for today. This is sponsored by Schweitzer. We're going to start off at Schweitzer, and you're going to notice on all of these resorts no new snow, but I mainly just want to point out the base depth ahead of the incoming storm system and the incoming snow. Base depth at 36 inches for Schweitzer. And then for Ski Bluewood, we're at 15 inches. So this is definitely the least impressive of all the resorts we're going to talk about. White Pass up to 24 inches. I can guarantee you that this number is going to change. We've already had snow for this morning. And so it'll be interesting to see what the response is tomorrow morning when we show you the ski report once again. All right, here are some of the impacts we're expecting from this Thursday-Friday storm system in terms of what our snow depth is sitting at compared to average. So we're breaking even right now at Stevens Pass. After the storm system, I'm thinking about a 5% improvement, about a 7% improvement for Snoqualmie Pass, which is way behind the 8 ball so far this season. And then for White Pass, we're on the flip side of that. We're doing real good at White Pass. Looks like we're going to add about 15% to that surplus. Cabbage Hill kind of in a similar spot that Snoqualmie Pass is at, as we're still going to be in a deficit, but thankfully we'll chip away at this a little bit. Now let's talk about rainfall deficits and surpluses for the season. Ellensburg at about a 5% deficit ahead of this storm system. Looks like we're going to flip that to a surplus, or at the very least breaking even. Adding to our surpluses for Yakima, for the Tri-Cities, and for Hermiston, and unfortunately the foothills not in the best position right now. Looks like we'll make a little bit of progress, but I'll put rainfall and snowfall amounts to these numbers, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In case you missed this, the co-owner and founder of the Seattle Kraken has died. David Bonderman died on Wednesday at the age of 82. He was born in Los Angeles in 1942, and he graduated from the University of Washington in 1963. The hockey team says Bonderman was always passionate about sports, and looking back on his legacy, he helped lead the effort in constructing the Climate Pledge Arena, making it a state-of-the-art facility and also the world's most sustainable arena, reconstructing it under the historical roof of the old Key Arena.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health.
And the team won 3 out of their last 5 games, but even though they didn't win against Florida, they did take the Panthers to a shootout and were able to pick up a point. Several of the players are on a hot streak, but one player has been even more instrumental in their wins. Center Shane Wright entered the game against Florida on a career-high 3-game goal streak, gathering 9 points in his last 8 games. Although Wright's 3-game goal streak is over, he's second in the NHL in game-winning goals this season, including the game winner Sunday against the New York Rangers.
Playing with some energy, playing fast, winning pucks, and hold on to it a little bit and making plays, and solid defensively as well. I feel like played pretty well on my own end as well, and always nice to chip in on offensively for sure.
The season didn't start off the best for Wright, as for the first 18 games, he only scored 1 goal and tallied 1 assist, also only had 2 points. But after the 3 games, Wright returned a different player, scoring 3 goals, 2 assists, and 5 points in 5 games. Up next for Wright and the Kraken is a matchup with the Boston Bruins. That game is tonight, and you can catch it right here on Apple Valley News Now, starting at 7 with pregame coverage beginning at 6:30. Coming up next, deadlines for shipping packages in time for Christmas are quickly approaching. We go over those important dates in your morning sprint. But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your full weather forecast.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the Educated Cigar.
Too busy being busy? Then it's about time you got lazy. real lazy. And shop the brand that invented truly comfortable furniture. So kick your feet up, because Lazy Boy is now at Furniture Row. Browse and drowse in our collection of stylish and customizable recliners and sofas, and experience the durability and relaxation you've come to expect from Lazy Boy. Plus, unwind guilt-free with special no-interest financing. Here's to doing less in some well-deserved comfort with the Lazy Boy collection, now at Furniture Row.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Count on Apple Valley News Now and ABC for the most magical holiday programs ever, including favorites from Disney, plus so much more. Apple Valley News Now holiday shows, proudly sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Our pre-owned customers are anybody and everybody that needs a vehicle.
McCurdy's been around so long. A lot of people bought their cars here, and then their kids bought their cars here. Our customers are somebody that wants to be able to come back to us after they buy that car for whatever reason.
We make sure that every vehicle that's coming through our shop has been thoroughly tested and checked.
It matters a lot. I see these cars all around. It's just a peace of mind that comes with knowing that we've been here so long and we'll continue to be here.
McCurdy has a lot of master technicians. We have some that have been with their brands for 30 plus years, and McCurdy just as long. We are going to be sharing the roads with these vehicles, which is one of the reasons we do take so much effort in making sure that they're going to be drivable for a long period of time.
So it's your daily journey, and so it's a lot more than just purchasing or something or a quick transaction. It's everything to people nowadays is what their car means to them. We're going to be here tomorrow to help you with whatever's on their car. Buying pre-owned with McCurdy means your vehicle meets a higher standard.
Find your way home in a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurdy Subaru.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's put this into motion, put today into motion with Futurecast. This morning, snow levels around 500 feet. So yes, we could see some snow in the Tri-Cities, in Yakima, in Sunnyside, in Hermiston. But by 4 p.m., snow level is going to be up around 2,000 feet. So we're thinking for most spots, it's going to be by the late morning. For most lower elevation spots, it's going to be by the late morning, in which we'll see that transition to rain. And then come time for midnight, looks like we should be much drier, maybe some lingering showers for the Basin foothills and for the Blues. Come time for 4 in the morning, looks like we're mostly dry just for good measure. Snow levels around 1,000 feet. And then here comes that next wave of rain and snow arriving by the late morning to early afternoon. Models still having a tough time with this, but by 4 p.m., by the late afternoon, snow levels up around 2,500 feet. So above the valleys, just this would mainly be a mountains problem in terms of snowfall at this point. We'll have more rain and snow as we head into Saturday and Sunday with that next storm system. More on that one in a second. But first, for storm system number 1, Thursday and Friday, a few inches for our Cascade passes, probably a little bit less for our Blue Mountain passes, and less than an inch for the Basin and for the foothills and for the valleys. And here is this is rainfall and melted snowfall. So if you combine that, this would be those totals, between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of that for the valleys, Basin, foothills, and Blues, a little bit more up in the Cascades. And then into Saturday and Sunday, storm system number 2, snow levels a little bit higher this time, 1,000 to 3,000 feet. So we could get some more lowland snow, but again, it wouldn't be that much, probably less than an inch for the foothills and for the valleys. A couple more inches for Cabbage Hill and Snoqualmie Pass, and a little bit more for White Pass and for Tollgate. Here are those rainfall and melted snowfall totals. Again, less than 1/10 of that, 1/10 of an inch of that for the valleys and Basin, 1/10 to 1/4 for the foothills, and then 1/4 to 1/2 for the Blues and for the Cascades. We're anticipating additional storm systems in the next week. So far, they're not looking too entirely impressive. We'll keep tabs on that, and temperatures go up and then they go down. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Less than an inch of snow for Thursday morning. Slick roads possible Friday morning, then a cold rain for Saturday. In Yakima, a better chance for snow Thursday morning as opposed to Friday, but a chance for icy roads on both Friday and Saturday mornings. In Ellensburg, trace amounts to an inch of snow possible for the next 48 hours, then maybe continuing with freezing rain by Saturday morning. In Hermiston, maybe a light coating of snow for this morning. Slick roads possible tomorrow morning, then a cold rain for Saturday. In Walla Walla, probably the worst chance for snow will be in the foothills, but at the very least, we'll have a shot of it for this morning and tomorrow morning. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, former Golden Bachelor Gary Turner.
You ready?
Yes. Revealing to People magazine that he has cancer, saying, quote, "My cancer is a bone marrow cancer and it's slow growing."
Will you marry me?
Yes! Turner won the hearts of millions of Americans each week as the Golden Bachelor.
I know I found a full partner to share all of life experiences that are thrown at us.
Even marrying Teresa Nist in a live televised event.
If you may kiss your bride.
The couple broke up 3 months later, opening up to GMA about the split.
I still love this person.
Yeah, I still
There's
love
no
him.
doubt in my mind.
Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll hear what was really happening with Gary behind the scenes, the role his cancer diagnosis played, and his outlook for the future. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Living with your albuterol asthma rescue inhaler? It's a bit of a dinosaur. Albuterol only treats your symptoms, not inflammation, a cause of asthma attacks. Treating symptoms and inflammation with rescue is supported by asthma experts. Finally, there's a modern way to treat symptoms and asthma attacks. Air Supra is the first and only dual-action asthma rescue inhaler FDA approved to treat symptoms and help prevent asthma attacks. Air Supra should not be used as a maintenance treatment for asthma. Get medical help right away if your breathing doesn't improve or worsens, or for serious allergic reactions like rash, mouth or tongue swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing, or chest pain. Using Air Supra more than prescribed could be life-threatening. Serious side effects include increased risk of thrush or infections, or heart problems like faster heart rate and higher blood pressure. Welcome to the modern age of dual-action asthma rescue. Ask your doctor if Air Supra is right for you.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start off in your national headlines. President-elect Donald Trump has named Kari Lake as his pick to be the next director of the government-funded global news outlet Voice of America. Lake is a former news anchor. She lost the U.S. Senate race in Arizona last month, as well as the governor's race in 2022. Several people are hurt after a plane crash on a road in Victoria, Texas. Police say the twin-engine Piper PA-31 hit multiple cars when it crashed, and police say 4 people were taken to the hospital. The pilot also survived. In your business news, deadlines for shipping packages in time for Christmas are quickly approaching. For the U.S. Postal Service's ground shipping, the deadline is December 18th within the lower 48 states. For USPS Priority Mail Express, you have until December 21st. For FedEx, the deadline for 5-day shipping is December 17th, or you can cut it as close as Christmas Eve, December 24th, with same-day shipping. The deadline for UPS is December 19th or December 23rd with next-day air. And you can now thank Amazon drivers with a free tip through Amazon's Thank My Driver feature. If you own an Amazon Alexa-enabled device, you just say, "Alexa, thank my driver," and Amazon will gift the driver who delivered your order $5 at no charge to you. You can use the Alexa app or an Amazon account, and this promotion started on December 4th and applies for the first 2 million thank yous in the U.S. only. Now to your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. MultiCare Yakima Memorial Hospital is noticing a high level of respiratory illness in the community, so it's requesting all patients and visitors to wear masks. This is until further notice, and the hospital is also reminding everyone to make sure they're up to date on COVID, flu, and RSV vaccines. The Washington Interscholastic Activities Association is looking at 2 amendments that would keep transgender athletes from competing on the same team as girls. It would limit girls' sports teams to students who are assigned female at birth. It would also create a boys division, a girls division, and an open division. Several school districts throughout the area support these amendments, and the WIAA will make their decision on January 27th. More than 271,000 people in Washington have either signed up or renewed health insurance, this through Washington Health Plan Finder. These numbers have already exceeded the total for 2024, and this does not include Washington Apple Health clients. If you haven't signed up yet, you can find a plan at wahealthplanfinder.org. The city of Pasco is earning national recognition for its wastewater treatment efforts. It secured 2 of the top 5 spots in Wastewater Digest top projects for the year. Every year, the city takes 1 billion gallons of water from local food processing plants away from the sewer system and redirects them into a specialized treatment facility. Ben Franklin Transit is celebrating the grand opening of its new operations building. It's double the size of the previous building, and it's meant to keep up with the growing region. And when BFT started in the 1980s, the population was 150,000. Now that number is 300,000 and growing. And the new building is at 1026 Columbia Park Trail in Richland, right next to the administration building. Trending this morning, the winners of the Nikon Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards are in.
The winner is a squirrel who was caught in a nutty-looking predicament.
So take a look at the picture for yourself. It's on your screen now. This photo shows the moment a red squirrel got stuck while scurrying its way into the trunk of a tree.
This picture beat out over 9,000 entries. According to the organizers, that's the most entries the competition has ever received in its 10-year history.
And other category winners are playing on your screen right now, and they include a praying mantis that appears to be striking a pose.
Also a surprising role swap with a fed-up fish chasing a bald eagle.
And there's also a frog with an awkward smile on its face and another with its head in a bubble, as you can see right there.
Oh, a pair of owlets smooching while their baby is perched next to them, grinning with its eyes shut.
And finally, a bird that apparently missed its target, making a crash landing on a rock as another one just looks on.
The free competition is open to anyone from amateurs to professionals. It will be open for next year's entries in March.
And that squirrel is how I feel when I'm running outside because it's freezing out there.
Yeah, I feel like that was a metaphor for something, and I think you articulated it well.
It's just too cold out there.
Yeah, well, I think you might be doing the same thing this morning. As not only is it cold, but we also have the chance for some white stuff, some of that stuff, some snow, and we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at, well, it's blue on the radar, but snow levels down to around 500 feet for this morning, so we could maybe be seeing a little bit of light snow in the lower valley right now. Also some snow starting to encroach from the south in Morrow County and Umatilla County. Also, of course, it's not a morning without fog here, as we are seeing some reductions in visibility for Pendleton and Yakima and Ellensburg and Snoqualmie Pass. So in those areas, take it slow, use the low beams. We do have that freezing fog advisory that's still in place for the blue foothills of Morrow and Umatilla counties. That runs until 10 this morning. But you can see all these temperatures, for the most part, below freezing, a little bit above freezing in the Tri-Cities. That could bode very, or that could loom very large in terms of accumulation possibilities. But today, in general, it's going to be cold, and here are some of those snowfall totals we're expecting over the next couple days.
This is great because it's going to start feeling like Christmas with snow.
Yes.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.